Welcome back to another F1 Clash video. AzaWF1 here, and we are talking one of the most asked recent questions right now, and that is, what is asset trading? So welcome along, and I hope this will help. If you've got asset trading, then you probably know what it is, but for those players who don't, we're gonna fill you in. We are in 2024. We are in the latter stages, over halfway of the F1 Clash 23 season. So a lot of eyes now turning to 2024 season, which roughly starts around May, first or second week. So you want to be upgrading and unlocking and leveling up as much as you can. So if you don't know what asset trading is, then you are about to find out when we're going to give you a trick of the trade as well. So this is taken on the right hand side straight from Hutch's FAQs on the game. So what is it? Asset trading is a feature that allows us to exchange maximum car parts and maximum driver parts that you've accumulated and swap them for an item that you don't have. So basically, it's great to get rid of car parts and drivers that are maximum level. Now, some of you might not be nowhere near maximum level, some of you might be approaching the odd part that is maximum level, and some of you might have already maxed out the account. It depends how much you've spent, how much you've paid, how much you've won. It has a lot of variations in there as well. So, what do you need for this to take place? So you only get to do this once every 24 hours, so you have to use it once. If you don't use it, you don't get the chance again. It will come back around the next day. You can't save these up. You will need 20,000 coins, and that is to complete the trade that you select. And to enable the option, like we just said, you need to get a driver or car part of a specific card, maximum level, and then add on an amount of requirements. Now, them requirements you will be able to see at the bottom. So, if the car part or the driver is at maximum level for a common part, so that's the blue card, you need an extra 1,000 over what is that. Once you have used that 1,000 and took place in one asset trade, you then have to get another 1,000 common of that one or another one extra to be able to do the trade again. If the rare is maxed out, level 9, you need to then have an extra 100 cards of that rare to take place in a rare asset trade. And then the epic, you will need 10 extra cards. So probably for some a little bit easier to reach than the 1,000 for common. And you can go ahead with the epic exchange. Now, that is all great, and we will quickly show you before we tell you where it is, what that reaches out to be. So, whilst we remove that one, you can see this is what your standard asset trading look like. So it will pick up what the maximum part is, or driver, and then it will offer you these free exchanges regardless of what you're submitting. So as you can see in this one, for today's reward, we might get to pick Zhou Guanyu common and get 300 extra. We could get presents of 60 on the rare, or we could take Vagabond of +6 to add to ours. And when you click that, it costs 20,000 coins to select it. So they are your free choices that you get to pick. If you was to max out potential rares or commons, it will be replaced by another availability of rarity. So if you max the commons and the rares, you will simply get all epic. So 3 choices of an epic every single day. That is asset trading in a nutshell. But where do you find it, and what's a secret of a reroll of asset trading? Well, let's go and take a look, shall we? And let's first of all hide these out the way, because it is very interesting indeed about what you can do. So, where is it? Now, if you haven't seen this, and it is just my scroll bar in the way. So the bottom left hand corner of your game screen, you will see this shop icon. If you go into the shop icon, you will have a big box that comes up asset trading. Now, as you can see, I do not have anything in here of asset trading. That is because I have 0 cards that are max level. So I have nothing, and I don't even have the extra, and that is why I do not have the asset trading on that account. So you obviously want asset trading available to be able to find it, and that's the good way you'll know about where it is. So as we load up the other account, and what we'll do is we will show you exactly where this does sit. So we'll load that up now, and that is coming up right here. So we're on the main account now, and just to give you an idea, I have quite a lot of parts leveled up max, all my commons and only 1 rare, but that's going to be the secret I'm about to tell you. So we will go to that bottom left hand corner, and you can see that it's got a shop icon, which means I have got something there to be used. We select that shop, and bang, straight in the middle, roughly where my hand is, you will now see asset trading icon pop up. So this will only come up if you've got the required amount of excess cards that you need. So we're going to pick that card now. We're going to click trade, and you can see this is my maxed part. Common, twin burst, it picks what I've got the most of, and it's going to be 1,000 twin burst that I am going to add in. I trade that at the bottom, and it will give me 3 options. Now, as you can see, I've got 2 epics and 1 rare, because I've got all my commons and everything else on my rares maxed out. But here comes the trick. If you have a driver or a car part which is just about to go to max level, don't upgrade it to max level just yet, because you can use this each time you get a max driver or part to change it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back, all the way back, and I'm now going to go down to max Charles Leclerc, like so, and I'm going to upgrade him to max. So I think we had Cloud Roar and Voyage before. I'm going to upgrade him to max, like so, level 9. Okay, watch this. So you can do this with every time you max out. That's done. That is all my rares completed. You can still see the shop is open, and we haven't lost the 1,000 that we originally donated, so that cancels out, and we'll click it again. Same look, 1,000 that we're putting in, same numbers for twin burst. And this time, it has changed the car parts and driver level, or driver, basically what we've got. Now we have Onyx, Science and Stroll, whereas before I think it was Cloud Roar, Rare and Voyage. So that is a very good way. So every time you get at least a couple of maxed parts, don't upgrade it to confirm and complete the max just yet. Obviously you need to if you want asset trading, but once you start getting extra, basically keep using it each time. If you don't like what is offered, go back, upgrade it to max and do it. You can only do it if the max level part shows in this. So what you need is like a level 8 rare, which is awaiting upgrade to max. It has to show in this reward section. You can't just do any part. So as long as the max one that you're going to use and upgrade to max is in here, when I get my finger somewhere, there you go, then you can do it. Just like exactly like I did with Leclerc. Leclerc was showing, I upgraded him to max, I went back in, and it's changed. So now I can pick a list of Stroll, Science, Onyx, whatever I want. And that is what you can do every single time, as long as you've got an asset that requires max and it features in your asset trading. So I'm going to pick Stroll on this one. 20,000 coins, as you can see, and the trade is now complete. Trade complete, 1,000 on to Stroll. Now, some of you might ask, what happens if you max out everything? Now, I don't have a screenshot for that, but you do get to pick from, well, last year, the common boosts. So you can see here, Self-Control, Warrior, Ballast, Instinct, Downforce, Hex. You get to pick from a 3. So it will give you the option of 3 different boosts instead of drivers and parts. So hopefully that's been a really good, honest, sort of straight from the book about how asset trading works. You basically need, as saying, a common that's maxed out with 1,000 extra cards. You need a rare which is maxed out with 100 extra cards, and you need an epic maxed out with 10. And obviously, if you want to do the asset trading re-roll, you can only do it once. And that max driver, which your part that you're going to upgrade to max, has to feature in that daily asset trading. And obviously now you can see that asset trading stays there, but it is now in grey. If I click it, it'll give me the timer when it's next available. So hopefully that's answered a fair few questions on asset trading, and fingers crossed as we approach the end of the season, you unlock, level up and max out as many drivers and car parts as you can. End of the season, there will be season challenges which will give you perks for the new season, so make sure to unlock everything and level up everything before the season closes.